Welcome back. Now, President William Ruto has called on the new chief administrative secretaries to devote their time in serving Kenyans and to respect their oath of office. Ruto spoke at Statehouse after witnessing the oath-taking of 50 CASs on a day that a petition was asking the court to find the appointments irregular. High Court Judge Hewdwig Ong'udi directed parties in the case to serve each other of their responses to preliminary applications ahead of mention next week. Sam Gituku reports of the controversial process in arriving at the list of 50.
Isaac Maigwa Mwaura,
being appointed a Chief Administrative Secretary
in the government of Kenya, I do swear that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya.
It is their best day yet in the year 2023, as they promise to hold their offices in honor and dignity.
So help me God.
Out of the 50, 14 are women, representing 28%, majority of the appointees being politicians, some of whom lost in the 2022 elections. For the president, this is one of the last steps of establishing his administration.
The formation of the government of Kenya is now complete. You have undertaken on your own volition to serve with honor and dignity. When you don't serve with honor and dignity, therefore it means you know what to do.
That I will not diverge directly or indirectly.
And as they committed to keep official secrets of the government of Kenya, the High Court was hearing Eliud Karanja Matindi, who had filed a case challenging the nomination of the 50 officials. Matindi had asked the court to bar Parliament from conducting approval hearings in a bid to stop the CASs from taking office. Justice Hewdwig Ong'udi, finding that Matindi's prayers had been overtaken by events since the National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula had written to the president indicating that the House, quote, is unable to vet the nominees in the absence of an express constitutional or statutory requirement to do so, end of quote. In April 2021, Justice Anthony Murima found the CAS positions unconstitutional on grounds that no evident public participation had been undertaken before creating them in the public service. Murima had found in his ruling the president can only appoint persons to the positions of CASs upon such persons being shortlisted, interviewed, recommended for nomination for appointment by the Public Service Commission, and on approval by the National Assembly. Even though that judgment was appealed against at the Court of Appeal, but never heard or determined, President Ruto chose the recommended route. In September last year, then Head of Public Service Joseph Kinyua wrote to the Public Service Commission proposing creation of 23 CAS positions. In his letter, each ministry was to have one CAS, apart from the Interior Ministry that was to have two. The Public Service Commission held public participation, returning varied outcomes, but went ahead to approve creation of the CAS positions. On 11th of October 2022, Kenya requested the Commission to declare 23 CAS vacancies and proceed to recruit. PSC advertised, shortlisted, and interviewed 240 applicants in the first week of March, thereafter recommending a list of names to the president for nomination for appointment. Despite the earlier request and approval of 23 CAS positions, the president notified Parliament of nomination of 50 CASs, one for every state department, as he sought parliamentary approval. On Wednesday, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula cited unavailability of any law guiding vetting of CASs. A group of 14 civil society organizations have released a statement accusing the judiciary of abetting impunity under the current administration by failing to grant conservatory orders that would have stopped the swearing in of the CASs until Matindi's case has been heard and determined. The organizations say that the judiciary went ahead to send representatives to State House for the oath-taking ceremony, knowing too well the process was subject of a court petition. Ruto's administration now has 123 top officials, comprising 22 cabinet secretaries, 51 principal secretaries, and 50 chief administrative secretaries. Most of them are politicians. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.